Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. After 3 games and 2 rain delays, we are finally ready to go for our finale today here at Kent State University. It is the Mashfactory and the Mentor Cardinals up next on SmeeSports.
Yeah, thank you. I just want to say first, all glory to God. Without him, I am nothing.
Power the shove, Neighbor Nation! We will see you on Saturday afternoon! Riley Meister gets the point!
Back into left field. Say goodnight to that baseball.
This is another one. It's back to back Jacks for KSU Tuscarawas. Needs the point, and it's alive. Hanson pushes it over. Unbelievable. We play on. It's blocked. We're tied. We're tied. Unbelievable.
One final time today. Welcome on into Schoonover Stadium on the campus of Kent State University. Game 4 of our quadruple header brings us to the Mashfactory and the Mentor Cardinals. This is the 2025 Kent State Invite number 2 on the SmeeSports YouTube channel in partnership with the 965 Midwest Challenge. I am Nathan Smee on the call for you this evening. 3 great games so far today. In game number 1, it was Clutch Elite taking down Force 10-3 the final. Then game number 2 brought us some fireworks. Clutch Elite still able to get the win, but 10-9 over Power Baseball after a 5-run comeback in the 7th inning. Almost spoiled the fun for Clutch Elite. In the last game, it was the MAF Gators taking down Force Ohio 6-1, and this is our only question mark left of the day. The sun has come back out here at Schoonover Stadium. Going back to our wide camera view, you can see it on your screen. The rain has cleared out of the area for now, and we are hoping to have a great nightcap to a great day at the Kent State Invite. Stepping in first for Mentor, it is going to be Charlie Newsome, the catcher. And at 6:05, we are underway. First pitch fouled away for strike 1. On the mound for the Mashfactory, it is Benjamin Araya Jassingham. Araya Jassingham just finished up his freshman year at Hoban. The 0-1. Skied on the infield, now going to the edge of the outfield. called off at short, and the play is made at short for out number 1. That is Van Dyne getting underneath it for the Mashfactory defense. Good work in the middle infield by Van Dam and by Strain to communicate to decide who was actually going to take that one. With 1 out recorded, up steps Gus Petros, the pitcher. A chance to give himself some early insurance before stepping on the mound. Hard hit ball right to Van Dyne over at short. The throw to 1 is in time for out number 2. An excellent start to the game for Braden Van Dyne. 2 hard hit balls right at him. 1 skied high, 1 directly at him. Both plays made. Van Dyne just finished up his freshman year for Salem. Salem High School, maybe 20 minutes around the Alliance area, just 20 minutes out from them. The Quakers, as they are known, struggled in the conference this year, but there's a chance they can come back and make a potential championship run in the EBC. But they will have lots of work to do with a lot of great teams still residing in the conference. 2-1 now the count. It is Camden Moses, the shortstop in. Camden Moses, now a rising sophomore for the Mentor Cardinals, just like so many of these guys. The 2-1. Fly ball into right field. It is a shallow one, and it will be tracked down by McCombs, and the side is retired. The Cardinals go in order in the top of the first inning. The Mashfactory looks to get the bats rolling quickly in the bottom of the first. This is the 2025 Kent State Invite on SmeeSports in partnership with the 965 Midwest Challenge. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Bourquin, Corsi, and Merlot set to swing in the bottom of the first inning for the Mashfactory. No score on SmeeSports. The lefty first baseman steps in to get us underway here in the new half inning. Bourquin, a key contributor for Canton Central Catholic this past year as they made it to the regional final, bowing out to Waynedale, who ended up winning the state championship game last week. The 0-1. Bourquin grounds it over towards short, scooped up by Moses. The throw to 1 is in time for out number 1. It's 1 up, 1 down to begin the bottom of the first inning. But Brock Bourquin, one of the key guys to look at for this Mashfactory squad and really across the whole tournament, one of the key guys to keep close eyes on. Anthony Corsi, now the catcher, steps in. First pitch in there for strike 1. On the mound for Mentor, it is Gus Petros. We got to see him swing in the top of the inning as he grounded out to short. 0-1 breaks in beautifully, now 0-2. 2 great deliveries to Corsi. Petros looking for out number 2 at the plate. Not going to get it there as it bounces on in for ball one. Petros just finished up his freshman year at St. John's High School. Here comes his 1-2. Swing and a miss. There's out number 2. 2 up, 2 down, 1 punch out for the starting pitcher of Mentor. A good start for Petros, wanting to get an early tempo setter, and that is exactly how you get it. You strike out one of the more prominent hitters in the lineup that you face, and he does that right there. Marlatt fouls that one away. 0-1 the counts. Keep in mind this game did start later than anticipated. Initially the start time was 5:30, but due to weather delays it got bumped back to around 6:05. Those weather delays coming in games before this, not for this one. 0-1 inside now, 1-1. Throughout games 2 and 3, it pretty much rained the whole time. There are still some darker clouds in and around campus, but for now it is holding off. The 1-1 hits down the left field line, but it will be well foul. Count now sits at 1-2. After Marlatt, it goes to Smith, Strain, then Saliola. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Petros' pitch. Chopped right back up the middle. Picked up at short by Moses. The throw to 1 is in time, and the side is retired. The first inning is ruled by the shortstops. Combined 4 of the 6 putouts coming from Van Dyne and Moses. Both squads go in order to begin. End of 1 at Schoonover Stadium. No score, no base runners, no nothing on SmeeSports. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com. or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Ben Araya Jassagam is ready to go on the mound as we begin the top of the second inning. Both squads going 3 up, 3 down in the first inning. We are still looking for our first base runner of the game. Whitty, Grano, and Magistrelli set to hit this inning in the 4, 5, and 6 slots for the Mentor Cardinals. Whitty takes strike 1. Was unable to officially get it confirmed, but in all likelihood, given the Mentor connection between him and Andrew Whitty, Connor, a relative of the former Mount Union second baseman. Ground ball, chopped left side. Saliola has it at third. Throw to 1 is in time for out number 1. The defense continues to reign supreme early on. Beautiful throw across the diamond. Saliola, not an easy play to make by any means, but now the rising sophomore at Massillon Jackson is able to make that play. And once again, for those who have been with me for a long time, you might get tired of hearing it, but here it is once again. It's the pedigree of the Federal League. And with no Cam here to tell me not to say it, and a lot of our fan base for this game being from the Stark County area, I think we are allowed to say that one. The 1-0, swing and a miss, a fastball upstairs, now 1-1. It is Charlie Grano in the box now for the Cardinals. Just finished up his freshman year at Mentor. The 1-1 off the plate for ball 2. Going back to my baseball days at Holy Name, as a freshman, I played at Mentor's old varsity baseball diamond. Now they have the whole new field done up. Beautiful press box, beautiful turf diamond, beautiful everything. Hosted a lot of big OHSAA tournament games this year. Overall, the athletic complex is at Mentor from the JTO to the softball and diamond fields. or excuse me, softball and baseball fields. They're tremendous. Swinging a miss down low, 2 up, 2 down. That is Araya Jassingam's first punch out of the day. And speaking of beautiful athletic facilities, Araya Jassingam's hoping another great site to see a lot of big games. Gino Magistrelli, the left fielder, now steps in for the Cardinals. Not a Mentor player necessarily. Still Mentor in the name, but just like Catholic, the defending now Division 4, state champs. Lake Catholic able to win that title 3-2 over Sandusky Perkins. 0-1 off the plate, 1-1. While Magistrelli was not on the active roster for that game, still a good experience for him to be in and around the team, and that is a great way for him to learn as a player. 1-1 down low for ball 2. This Mashfactory squad yesterday losing 2-0 in the middle of the 5th inning to the Gators when that game got postponed. The 2-1 runs inside and goes behind on a pass ball. 3-1 now the count on Magistrelli. It is going to be Rossio awaiting in the on-deck circle. The Cardinals looking for the first base runner of the game for either side, but they will have to wait. Araya Jassingam able to respond with a strike, and we are full 3 balls, 2 strikes. Good response by Ben on the mound. The payoff pitch. It is down low for ball 4, and finally, the 9th batter of the game combined is our first base runner. Took us a long while to get there, but finally we got it done. And just as we had the sun a little while ago, the clouds have quickly descended once again on Kent State. Anything that we get weather-wise now is out of the ordinary, as it was supposed to be done by now. Fly ball into left center, called off in center by Gall, and he has it to retire the side. The Cardinals able to get a base runner, but nothing else going in the top of the 2nd inning. Middle of 2 at Schoonover Stadium. Nothing yet on SmeeSports. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com. or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Welcome back to Schoonover Stadium on the campus of Kent State University. Once again, I talked about it last time we were here, but truly a beautiful campus here at Kent. Just too big of a school for me. Never really toured it or considered any Division I schools outside of OU and Dayton. But driving through the city of Kent to get to the stadium, definitely a lot of beauty around the city. Great place to have baseball as well. Beautiful press box, a lot of old rustic wood behind us, but still keeps us dry, keeps us safe, and really is a great place to watch some baseball. The 0-1 grounded to second base, scooped up by Gilman. The throw to Whitty at 1 is in time for out number 1. So far, a defensive-minded affair in our final game of the day. No score quite yet. For the first time today, we do not have a run score in the first inning. And that's kind of a surprise, just given the offenses that we see here, especially the one of the Mashfactory. Good line drive into right center field, and this will be our first extra base hit of the game, potentially. He will instead go back to 1, as it is a great relay in right. Strain still able to come away with the first hit of the game. Should have been extra bases, but Linden able to track it down in the gap. Let's take a second look at that one. You will see the ball gets down and right, but it's Linden just outstretching the glove, and Strain knew if he would have kept going, he would have been out. Definitely made the right decision there to turn around and pump the brakes to go back to 1. Rex Saliola, the third baseman, now steps in. Run around 1 down to work with. Ground ball hit to second. It's 4, it's 6, and it's 3. It's a double play to retire the side. Excellently worked by the middle of the infield, and the inning is over. Gilman, Moses, then Whitty. The dream 3 for the Mentor Cardinals, and that silences the offense of the Mashfactory. They might get the first hit of the game, but they are rung up twice in our first double play across all 4 games this afternoon. 2 complete in Kent, no score, 2 base runners combined on SmeeSports. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Welcome back to an overcast Kent State University, 6:23 local time, as this game got a later start than expected. But given the way that we are playing, we are not at all adhering to that time. Through 2 innings, no score quite yet, and we are 18 minutes in officially. 9 minutes on average per inning is really impressive work, especially with this level of competition. The pitchers have been great. Petrus on the mound for Mentor and Araya Jassagam on the mound for the Mashfactory. 2-0 count on Tristan Gilman, the second baseman. He is followed up by Colton Linden and Luka Rajic. Ball 3 taken down low. The only base runner of the game so far for Mentor has been Gino Magistrelli, who walked. The pitch, bunt shown, pulled back. It is strike 1, and that will bring Gilman right back to the batter's box. Thought the 3-0 ran too far inside, but we've seen that called a lot today on the inside corner. The 3-1, line right up the middle. It is a leadoff single for Tristan Gilman. He says, "You won't give me the walk. I'll take the base hit instead." Excellent piece of hitting. Sees 3 balls, takes 1 strike inside. After that strike call late, obviously he has to reset his mind, and he resets it perfectly. Not much time to adjust, but lines it right over Araya Jassagam's head. And the leadoff man is aboard for the first time today. For either side, that is. Linden fouls that one behind. 0-1 the count. Colton Lindman, just like Magistrelli, just finished up his freshman year at Lake Catholic. Before the 0-1 throwback, 2-1, not in time. We did have a pickoff at first, successfully executed by the MAF Gators in the last game. And I believe that did end the first inning. The 0-1. Bunt shown, pulled back. It is in there now, 0-2. With the leadoff man on, the Mashfactory needing to change things up a little bit in kind of uncharted territory in this game. How can they find outs? The 0-2. Good drive into center field. Not really deep enough to do damage, as it will be caught by Gall for out number 1. Put out number 2 by the center fielder in this game. Now Luka Rajic, the extra hitter, steps in. Rajic, once again, just like so many of these Mentor Cardinals, just finished up his freshman year at, you guessed it, Mentor. And that is what you would expect from a travel organization based in a city. The real outlier with that was the Berea Titans, still an organization, but a lot of Strongsville kids bleeding over, especially after we saw the Stallions fold from Strongsville. First pitch in there for strike 1. And as well, the other Strongsville travel team, the Stingrays, which I played for, dissolved after 2020 with the exception of our team, which was finished after last season. For the 0-1, Araya Jass again will step off behind the mound. But the landscape of travel baseball definitely changing. Organizations like the Mashfactory coming up as new contenders. Throwback to 1, once again, not in time. We saw that last weekend with the Cleveland Baseball Federation, one that is definitely putting themselves on the map. The 0-1, swing and a miss, 0-2. Beautiful pitch by Araya Jassagam, getting that hefty swing. No contact as well. After Rajic, it goes to Nate Burt. 0-2 count. And once again, Araya Jassagam will step off, and he's done it a couple times. Steps off with the back foot and just sees the runner dive back in. No even movement over. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. There's out number 2. Strikeout number 2 on the day for Benjamin Araya Jassagam. After the leadoff single, a fly out to center and a strikeout. Burt now steps in looking to get the offense going here in the top of the third. 2 down, 1 runner on. Throwback to 1, not in time. Araya Jassagam definitely keeping close tabs on the runner at first base. Cannot blame him. You do not want him to get that big of a lead, especially with no score quite yet. The offense is both struggling to get the ball rolling consistently. Swing and a miss, 0-1. And that, in large part, is due to the pitchers. Both have been great in this contest so far. 0-1 counts. The pitch. Just off the corner, evening up the counts. Good competitive pitch by Ben on the mound. Tried to nick that corner, just couldn't get it on the frame of Corsi behind the dish. Before the 1-1, Araya Jassagam will step off and once again look back the runner at first. 1-1 counts. The pitch. Fouled right side, now 1-2. To set the defense, Araya Jassagam on the mound. Corsi behind the dish. Bourquin at first. Strain at second. Van Dyne at short. Saliola at third. And from left to right in the outfield, Marlott, Gall, and McCombs. And that will set the defense for the Mashfactory. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. Top corner just missing off the plate. Evening up the count as well. Count now 2-2. Araya Jassagam looking for out number 3, specifically at the plate. Fly ball into center, still going back with some wind. Finally tracked down by Gall, and the side is retired. Second put out of the inning, third of the game for the center fielder, and the top of the third will come to a close with no damage done once again. Middle of 3 at Schoonover Stadium. No score quite yet on SmeeSports. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Bottom of three here in Kent, Ohio. No score quite yet. Only a total of 3 base runners combined. It has been a very defensive-oriented game, kind of as expected, but still unexpectedly at the same time. I think a lot of people expected the Mashfactory to come out guns a-blazing, get a couple of runs on the board early, and then from there sit back on defense. But right now, as they're entering their 8th total inning of play at this tournament, they are still looking for their first run. Played 5 innings yesterday and just couldn't get anything across. 1-1 the count. The pitch. Down low for ball 2. It is Van Dyne, Wood, and Araya Jassagam this inning for the Mashfactory in the 7, 8, and 9 slots. The 2-1. Fly ball into right field. Definitely playable. Linden underneath it. Has it for out number 1. Good work by Linden once again in the outfield, able to track that one down. A couple of impact plays so far out and right. Petros has been great so far in this lineup. 7 batters faced, 1 strikeout, and only 1 base runner allowed, and that came on a single. And even so, that single was then pretty much erased based on a 4-6-3 double play. And that gets us to Dylan Wood wearing number 9. He will be a rising sophomore in high school next year. Pretty much like this whole entire lineup. A couple of guys who are not here today going to be juniors next year. Fly ball to left field. Underneath it is Magistrelli, and he has it for out number 2. After the F9, it is followed up by an F7. Back-to-back flyout sees Araya Jassagam step in. A chance for now the sophomore at Hoban to make an impact offensively before he has to go back out on defense on the mound. First pitch in there for strike 1. Petros so far, though, has been throwing an excellent game. And this is what we expect to see from him on the mound. The 0-1 driven right up the middle into center field, and it will fall. It is a 2-out single for Benjamin Araya Jassagam. Not only is he pitching a great game on the mound, but he could also do it at the sticks. Hit number 2 of the game for the Mashfactory. We will take a second look at this swing. Challenging spot, but right down the middle as it runs too far central. Araya Jassagam not going to miss a pitch like that. And he will have a courtesy runner with Braden Van Dyne, the shortstop, stepping in to run. Luke McCombs, the right fielder, now in. McCombs, just like Marlatt, the left fielder, just finished up his freshman year at Ridgewood High School. Ridgewood represented with those two. Luke Morton, which we will see in the on-deck circle, represents Canton McKinley. Saliola representing Jackson. Salem represented as well. Pass ball on the right side on a throw back to 1. And for the first time today, we have a runner in scoring position. Going back, we have Canton Central, Marlington, Lake, Hoban, Glen Oak. A lot of Stark County represented with this Mashfactory squad, obviously making sense as they are housed in Bolivar, Ohio, a little bit south from Alliance. Ground ball hit towards third. Good block at 3. The throw across the diamond in time, and the side is retired. Excellent throw across from Charlie Greno, and no damage will be done by the Mashfactory. First runner in scoring position of the game, and it falls on deaf ears. The defense stealing the show once again. End of 3 here at Kent State University. Mashfactory 0, Mentor 0 your score on the SmeeSports YouTube channel. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Like I said on Sunday night at Tri-C, if you love defense, this is your game. No score through 3, 1 runner in scoring position, and if I do my math correctly here, 4 base runners combined in 3 innings. The defense has been superb so far in this contest, and it has given us a great game on a great day for baseball down the stretch here on this June 19th. Back end of June, about to begin tomorrow with June 20th. And then before you know it, we are into July, which seems crazy because we started our summer coverage back on June 2nd. It's only been maybe 3 weeks, but we are nearing the end of the summer soon. But we still have a lot of baseball left to play before that happens. The 1-1 off the plate, ball 2. On top of that, and on top of the tournaments we have some Diamond League championships, OPL championships, the NABF World Series at a few different levels, and everything else in between. The 2-1, driven into center field on a line. Gall able to track it down for out number 1. That'll retire Chase Newsom, the catcher. Good drive into center, but just right to the defense, and that has been a reoccurring storyline for both offenses. Gus Petros, the starting pitcher for Mentor, back in the batter's box. 0 for 1 in the game with a ground out to Van Dyne at short. Keep in mind, we can have a tie when this one is all said and done, as this is pool play. Just throwing it out there. That pitch hits him. And with 1 down, Petros will reach. Every single base runner is important in a game like this. Only the 5th combined, and we are in the 4th. Camden Moses, the shortstop, back in. He flew out to right field in his lone plate appearance so far. The pitch. Fly ball hanging on the infield. It looks like it will stay inside the dirt. Van Dyne tracks it down off to our left and has it for out number 2. Good work by Braden Van Dyne, able to track that one amid the sun. A lot of movement in the end, but still able to retrieve it. After that single, that is exactly the response, or excuse me, after the hard 90, that's exactly the response the defense needs. They need to make a statement saying they still have control. And for now, they do. Connor Whitty now stepping in for the Mentor Cardinals. So far in the contest, 0 for 1 with a ground out to third. For the Mashfactory in the bottom of the inning, it is Morton, Gall, and Bourquin set to hit. Almost hitting another batter, Araya Jessicam able to have it break at the last moment for ball one. That would be a tough, hard 90 to surrender. Mentor still looking for their first runner in scoring position of the game. The 1-0 down low for ball two. 3 out of the 5 base runners came on singles. The other one's free passes. Throw back to 1, not in time. To O'Connor on Whitty. Ground ball hit to Van Dyne. Cut off by Saliola at third. And it is caught. Oh my! Brock Bourquin has hops and the side is retired. I thought for sure that was airmail, but no, he got it. And the fact that he reestablished as well, my goodness. Let's take a second look at that one. Chop left side by Whitty. Saliola able to get that throw, and Bourquin, yeah, he got it. What a job at first. Brock Bourquin, a big momentous play. Does that translate into offense? We will see when we return. Middle of 4 at Schoonover Stadium. No score on SmeeSports. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Morton Gall then top for the Mashfactory in the bottom of the 4th inning. This could be a completely different game, but Brock Bourquin able to make one heck of a play over at first, getting up the ladder to retire the side by getting a ball that was highly thrown over from third. If that ball got by, it would most likely be 1-0 as it would have gone out of play. But Brock Bourquin, maybe the play of the game so far, but still a lot of baseball left to be played as we are in the bottom of the 4th inning. Still no score. The lowest scoring game that we saw today outside of this one had a total of 7 runs. And that was the last one, 6-1 the final. The highest scoring, 19 runs, 10-9 the final. Point being, a whole lot of offense today, but seemingly it has forgotten this last game. The 2-1 chopped foul, now 2-2. Tomorrow we have 2 games for the Elite Midwest Classic. The first game is at 8:45 in the 16U division. It is the Erie Steelheads taking on Force Ohio Mancuso. Then at 10:45 we bounce back to the 18U division. T3 Quebec takes on Team Ohio Pro Select. Those games taking place at Tri-C's Ron Model Field. You do not want to miss those tomorrow. To stay up to date on all the games that we are covering, follow SmeeSports on Instagram and SmeeFist 2024 on Twitter. The 2-2 Upstairs for ball 3. And we are starting to hear the dugout of the Mashfactory get involved. Whenever a dugout gets involved and gets loud, that is really a big turning point for that team. The pitch. Strike 3 looking. They call it late. It's out number 1. A big decision down low in the zone. Petrus' second strikeout, his first one looking. Morton thought that was ball 4, and I think everybody in attendance did as well. We will take a look once more. Just on the bottom of the zone, I guess. And now in the meantime, a pitch not on the screen, called a ball. That one looked like a strike more than the last one. It is Griffin Gall, the center fielder, and the 12-hitter in. Now a 2-0 count. In the on-deck circle after Gall, it goes to Brock Bourquin, the first baseman. Already one great defensive play today. Now he looks for an offensive one. The 2-0. Line to right side, but out of play. 2-1. Good swing, good solid level cut from Gall. Just unable to straighten that one out. And we have seen that a lot today. And that is what you would expect given all of these hard hit balls. Time now called. We do have a change in center. I believe that is Burke just going back out there. And I think that means we will have some action in the bullpen for the Cardinals. We will look to get official confirmation on who that is in a moment, but that is my guess. 2-1 in there now, 2-2. There's umpire behind the dish, loving the lower portion of the zone. If I am Newsom behind the dish, I am saying low pitch every day, and that is exactly what we see. One hop too short. Moses throws to one. 18 time. 2 up, 2 down. Perfectly executed by the defense. As I said, you want that low pitch. If that's what you're given, you throw that every single time, and that's exactly what Petrus does there. It is Chase Newsom, actually, number 2, going to the outfield. I think that means Rossio now behind the dish, and we will see who it is coming in. It could be Newsom himself, but it also could be the other player out there with him. Once again, looking to get confirmation on who is warming up in the bullpen for the Mentor Cardinals. Petrus is 1-0. Runs inside for ball 2. But Brock Bourquin, definitely a lot of power in that swing and a lot of grit and grind in his overall baseball self. 2-0 count. The pitch. Swings and gets a light piece of it. Now 2-1. The game of baseball, definitely a heavy emphasis on numbers. And that is what we love to see. But sometimes all you have to do is just look at the game the way it is. Understand what's going on. And from there, you can understand patterns and kind of predict what's going to happen. Right now, Bourquin has the momentum. I wouldn't be surprised to see a hefty swing here on the 2-1. Just given that momentum, if it's not used here, it might not be used at all. He will swing. It is a powerful swing, and it will be an extra base hit for Brock Bourquin. Into second he goes. They will send him to third, and he will be in. It is a 2-out triple for Brock Bourquin, and his momentum continues. I don't know if that could have been called any better. On the 2-1, I said baseball is a game of patterns with numbers. You can predict momentum. There's the swing. Expect a big one. And bam. The opening run 90 feet away for the Mashfactory. Anthony Corsi trying to bring him in now. The pitch. Upstairs for ball 1. And you can just feel momentum firmly with the Mashfactory. Bourquin made the big play at first to get it in the first place. Now getting a big swing added on. Now a 2-0 count on Anthony Corsi with his nickname being Boo. In the on-deck circle, it is Wyatt Marlott, the left fielder. Now time called by the Mentor Cardinals, most likely to buy time for their pitcher warming up. A tough break there on the mound for Petrus. The best that he can get from this game is going to be a no decision if he comes out. And even if he does, what a performance for him. shutting down one of the better lineups in the 15U division. That is not an easy thing to do. These travel organizations, especially the city ones, you think you're limited by a small sample size. It's tough to build a good team. This Mentor Cardinals squad definitely proving that to be false. The Mentor Travel organization has been built very nicely. And you can just see the investment from the city of Mentor, and it is paying off. They might not get this one today, but they are definitely making a statement as to why you should start taking groups like this seriously. 2-0 count on Corsi. The pitch down low for ball 3. And I think after Corsi, he will have Marlette, and after that, nothing else. I think that is as far as the leash goes. The 3-0. In there for strike 1. Still some life in this at-bat. Good delivery by Petrus on the mound. Now he needs another just like it. 3 balls, 1 strike. The pitch. Line drive down the line and right, and it is down. It's an RBI single for Anthony Corsi, and that will break the deadlock at long last. The Mashfactory will strike first here in Kent. Beautiful drive down the line by Corsi. Hits it at the right time on the 3-1. We will take a second look. Outside of the plate, takes it outside, down the right field line. And that is a beautiful Oppo Taco for the Mashfactory. 1-0 now the score. Marlott now steps in. A chance to do some more damage. The Mentor Cardinals offense now needing to get rolling in the top of the 5th more than ever. Throwback to 1 not in time. The pitcher in the bullpen now warmed up. This will, in all likelihood, be the final batter that Petrus faces today. First pitch in there for strike 1. His goal to end on a high note. Still very tough that he will not have anything more than a no decision in this game. And it appears that that is 50 Gilman, who just warmed up in the pen. I assume we see him as early as the bottom of the 5th, or even right now. Runner goes, it's outside. 1-1 the count. The throwdown is not in time. He stays on the bag with the follow-through. And time now called. A good slide by Corsi in. And I think the tag was applied a total of 3 times. At least twice the designation was given. And then on the 3rd one, time was simply called. They tried the pitch out there, just doesn't work in the end. The Mashfactory's insurance run now in scoring position. The 1-1 misses upstairs for ball 2. For the Cardinals in the top of the 5th, it is Greno, Magistrelli, and Ratio set to swing. The 2-1 elevated fastball, swing and a miss, now 2-2. Beautiful placement by Petrus, able to hit the top of the zone, maybe a titch upstairs. The swing negates any doubts. 2-2, ground ball right side. It splits first and second into right field. They are going to send Corsi home. The play at the plate is not in time, and into second base is Marlott. It's an RBI single for Wyatt Marlott. Make it 2-0. Beautiful drive into right. Does everything perfect there. Just sneaks it past the first and second baseman. And that is a true heartbreaker for this Mentor Cardinals defense. They have been great up until now. 2-run score. Time is called. And Petrus' day will be done. But it should not be a day that ends with him hanging his head. He did everything he could for the Cardinals in this outing. A great pitching performance for Gus Petrus on the mound. And he is showing why he and his team got the invite here to Kent State for this tournament. It is going to be Tristan Gilman on the mound when we return. 2-0, the Mashfactory on top of the Mentor Cardinals. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Before we get back to the action, if you or someone you know is a business owner looking to sponsor broadcasts in the Cleveland or Stark County area, contact me at one of those avenues on your screen, and I would love to work out a deal with you to promote the best of your business and your brand. Thank you to the Health ECU Chiropractic Center and CrossFit Strongsville for sponsoring today's broadcast. And on top of that, thank you to CrossFit Strongsville for being our player of the game presenter for this game. And overall, finally, thank you to the 965 Midwest Challenge for partnering with us to bring you these broadcasts of the Kent State Invites. Gilman all ready to go on the mound for the Cardinals in the bottom of the fourth inning. Still a runner behind him at second with 2 outs to work with. His first pitch off the plate for ball 1. Gilman will be a rising junior at Jefferson High School in the fall. Just finished up his sophomore year there. He, along with Newsom, are the 2 eldest players on this Mentor Cardinals squad. The 1-0 blocked behind for ball 2. The throw down to 3 to end the inning. Not in time. He beat it out. And I think simultaneously, the whole infield started to creep on in. But in the end, Marlott is given third base. Excellent work on that heads-up play. The ball just kind of got caught underneath the catcher, and that is all the time it took for him to take off. 2-0 missing down low for ball 3. In the on-deck circle after Logan Smith, the EH, it goes to Tommy Strain, the second baseman. The Mashfactory looking to pile on the runs here in the fourth. And there is strike 1. Good response by Gilman as he is still looking to locate the zone. The Mashfactory and the Cardinals looking for win number 1 of this Kent State Invite. 3-1 off the plate for ball 4, and that will put runners at the corners for Tommy Strain. Tommy Strain, wearing number 33, just finished up his sophomore year at Glen Oak. Glen Oak did a great job reaching the regional semifinals, losing to Medina at Thurman Munson. And it was their heroics that took down St. Ignatius 4-3 in 9 innings at North Ridgeville in the district finals. They trailed early on in that game 3-0, but were able to score 4 unanswered to get the job done. Throwback 2-3, not in time. Good idea by Gilman on the mound, trying to catch the runner sleeping, but just unable to that time around. But if you are the Mashfactory, now is the time to pile on the runs, get your offense truly going in this tournament, especially in anticipation of a game being resumed tomorrow. Fly ball into right field on the line, and it will die foul just die foul. It'll stay in play in the end. Looked like a chance it could have broken free to go fair, but just didn't get that lucky break in the end, and the wind not helping it out either. 0-1 count on Strain. In this game, the second baseman 1 for 1 with a single. Throwback to 1 once again, not in time. After straight, it goes to Saliola, then Van Dyne. Time now called, and it looks like the umpire behind the dish just told Gilman to move over on the mound. Once again, the mound has a turf kind of carpet, and off to the sides and beneath it is a dirt mound. The 0-1 breaks in beautifully, now 0-2. Beautiful delivery by Gilman as he looks to get out of this inning without allowing any more damage. The runner at third, still the responsibility of Petrus. The 0-2, a good drive deep to left field, still going on back, and it will be tracked down by Magistrelli, and the side is retired. Excellent range by the left fielder, and that will save at least one run from scoring. But still, 2 runs do cross home for the Mashfactory in the bottom of the 4th inning. 4 complete at Schoonover Stadium. It is the boys in blue up 2-0 on the Mentor Cardinals. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Four innings down, potentially 3 more to go here at Schoonover Stadium. This is game 4 of our quadruple header this afternoon. 2-0 your score, the Mashfactory on top of the Mentor Cardinals. For those just joining us, I am Nathan Smee on the call for you live on the SmeeSports YouTube channel. Ball 1 taken by Greneau, the third baseman. The 1-0. Skied on the infield, going into foul territory. Underneath it is Corsi. He has it for out number 1. Good work behind the dish by the catcher as he is able to track that one down. It is still Benjamin Araya Jassagam on the mound for the Mashfactory. A good outing so far. 4 1/3 innings of work. No runs allowed, and that is the big statistic that puts him in line for the win. However, his outing might be done after 5 frames complete, as we do have some action beginning to brew in the Mashfactory bullpen. And that is mainly due to his pitch count. Araya Jassagam has pitched a tremendous game. When you see the Hoban tag, you expect pitching like this, and he has not disappointed. The 2-0 to Magistrelli, going to miss down low. Now it's 3-0. Magistrelli in this game walked and also has a couple of good putouts in left field. Strike 1 taken in by Magistrelli. Good response by Araya Jassagam, able to get that one in the zone after a few pitches in and around, just not in. 3-1, swing and a miss, and now we are full 3-2. And that is the battle that we have seen all day from Araya Jassagam, able to battle back from 3-0 counts to make it full, to forcing a ground ball to Van Dyne. Van Dyne throws across the diamond. It's a heater, but it's not in time. It is an infield single for Magistrelli. Excellent work as he is able to leg that one out in the end. Van Zyn throws that one on a heater, just not enough pace behind it, and realistically, he used every bit of pace that he has behind it to get it there. Now it is the EH turn catcher and Rossio stepping back in. 1 on, 1 down, top 5. For the Mashfactory in the bottom of the inning, it is Saliola, Van Dyne, and Wood. Throw back to 1 not in time. There is some more Kent State invite action tomorrow here at Kent State. A total of 4 complete games and then 1 which is a partial contest. We are not covering any of those games right now. Runner goes, pitch down low for ball 1, and on the backup it will stay in the infield, but it is a stolen bag for Magistrelli. The opening run of the game for the Mentor Cardinals now in scoring position. And that is big for Mentor. Getting the pieces in place is half the battle. And now the question is, what approach do they take to get him in? Rossio pops it shallowly right side. Called off at 2. Caught by Strain at second for out number 2. And that'll keep the runner put at 2. Tristan Gilman, the second baseman, third pitcher, now steps in 1 for 1 on the day with a single in this contest. If he does single again, most likely the runner would score, or at least they would send him home to try and force across that run. 0-1 the count on Gilman. It is Colton Linden, the right fielder, awaiting in the on-deck circle after him. The 0-1 missing upstairs, evening up the count. 2-0, top 5, 2 down, runner at second base. Your score and kind of canvas right now. The 1-1 bounced in for ball 2. But the big storyline is the bats finally waking up here in the 4th, now 5th inning. And if that continues, we could see some runs piled on at the end by both sides. Fouled off the bat kind of accidentally. Now 2-2. Could have been a 3-1 count, but in the end, just runs too far inside. No time to react to move the bat out of the way. Nothing more Gilman really could have done there other than just hitting the deck. And that may have been an overreaction. The 2-2 just misses down low, and we are full. I think we've seen that one call or strike a couple of times today, but this time not getting the umpire's attention behind the dish. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The payoff pitch, chopped foul. Count remains full. As well, the game officially starting at 6:07. We are just now an hour in. Keep in mind, we did start maybe, I think now doing the official math, 37 minutes late. But given the fact that we had a rain delay earlier on, that we're this close to being on track is impressive. The payoff pitch, fouled away to the right side. Good survival swing by Gilman. As you can see, going to the wide angle again, the sun coming out again. Won't be out for too long as it is set to set within the next 90 minutes. The payoff. Ground ball, chopped left side, and it will break foul. Araya Jessicam having to work for out number 3. And all this really does is buy his successor time in the pen. If a run scores, you could see him pulled from the game, but I think we would see a mound visit first, and then we would see the decision made. The head skipper now on the edge of the dugout. The payoff pitch upstairs for ball 4, and that'll put the tying run on the base path for the Cardinals. Still a long way to go to get him in. No mound visit yet, just some instructions being given from the dugouts, and that is really a coaching staff that has true faith in his defense. And you love to see it. Ground ball down the left field line, almost sneaking fair, but it is foul. 0-1 the count. And in the meantime, the coach is going to go and get the foul ball, it appears. But that is more of just a move to go and check on his bullpen arm. Araya Jessicam's 0-1, blocked behind the dish, evening up the counts. Linden so far 0 for 1 in this game with a flyout, but a couple of good defensive stops and rights. And we saw with Bourquin, defensive momentum can turn to offense. The 1-1 on the inside corner for strike 2. Beautiful delivery by Araya Jasagam hitting that inner corner. One more strike and the inning ends, tying the tying run at first. The 1-2 head level, now 2-2. But if you strand the opening 2 runs of the game on the bases, that would be a big, big gut punch to the Cardinals. The 2-2, swing and a miss, and the side is retired. Araya Jasagam gets it done. Punch out number 3, his third one, the biggest of the game, and it keeps his shutout intact. Beautiful, beautiful pitch. Puts it in a spot where that swing would not have made contact. And that ends the inning. A slight scare defensively, but that inside corner swing and a miss is all it takes to get out of the frame. The Mashfactory's offense now looking for some more runs when we return. This is the 2025 Kent State Invite on SmeeSports in partnership with the 965 Midwest Challenge. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Bottom 5 at Schoonover Stadium. Mashfactory up 2-0 on the Mentor Cardinals. And this is really an inning where they can slam the door shut on Mentor. But if you are the Cardinals, behind the arm of Tristan Gilman now on the mound, you look to cruise into the 6th inning with still a chance to come back and win this game. Stranding runs 1 and 2 on the base path in the top of the frame definitely hurts, but that does not put you out of this game. Still a chance to get a massive victory. Beautiful drive down the left field line, but it will go foul. And that foul ball, much to the pleasure of the Cardinals defense. If that was fair, it's extra bases to get the inning underway. And that would have been a tough pill to swallow. Especially last inning, going 2 up, 2 down, to then give up that triple. That's really when things began to shift. The 1-2 inside corner doesn't get the nod, and that will even us up at 2-2. We've seen that one called maybe 50-50 today. That time it's the 50 that favors the Mashfactory. That prevails. The 2-2 over the plate. Swing and a miss. There's out number 1. Strikeout number 1 on the day for Tristan Gilman. Beautifully placed. Got that chase going from left to right. And it just hit the right spot on the corner. Now it is Braden Van Dyne, the shortstop, stepping in again. 0 for 1 offensively, but his defense has told the story. Swing and a miss, chases the breaking ball, 0-1. Good left to right motion by Gilman's off speed. And really the biggest way that you can tell, at least from this angle, what the pitcher is throwing is that left to right motion, kind of a straight move or an immediate dip. Immediate dip, it's most likely a changeup. Pretty much steady movement is a fastball. If it has some movement, maybe a 2-seam other than a 4-seam. Left to right, breaking ball, and awkward movement We don't see it usually at this level, but that would be knuckle. 0-2, well off the plate for ball one. But the Mashfactory, they wanted to get on the board in this game. They wanted to score their opening run of this tournament. They got that done. Now they want the win to go along with it. The 1-2 breaks in, pops up into the outfield on a high hanger. Magistrelli underneath it has it while losing his hat for out number 2. Just like last inning, 2 up, 2 down. And looking at the way this game has gone, if Bourquin is to be a top 3 team in this tournament, the next thing they have to change going into their next game, it's simple. Get runs on the board early. You cannot save it to the middle of the game, 3 base runners the whole time, and hope your defense holds up. You have to get runs on the board early. It is a tough criticism to give. They're doing everything right. It's a very well-coached team, don't get me wrong. It's just if the bats can get going a little bit earlier in these games, they have a chance to really dominate from start to finish. Pops up, and it will drop in right field for a 2-out kind of error, kind of single. Just falls in there, Wood, able to beat the defense in the end. And just like with Bourquin, with 2 down, there is a man aboard. Benjamin Araya Jassagam now in the batter's box. Potentially his day on the mound done, but we could see him in the 6th depending on how he starts off. And really how long this inning goes. If the Mashfactory can score 4 more runs this frame, make it 6-0, and that takes maybe 25 minutes, we're not going to see him again. But that would take a lot of things falling into place for the Mashfactory to happen. Chopped foul 0-1. If Araya Jassagam is in, he will have to face Rajic, Burt, and Newsom in the 10, 11, and 12 slots. But once again, if you are watching and a fan of the Mentor Cardinals, you have a lot to be proud of today. Your boys have definitely represented the city of Mentor very well. The 0-1 blocked behind the dish, now 1-1. And it's always great to see the city of Mentor outside of Mentor High School. Lake Catholic, a team that we have covered a good amount on the channel. I believe we saw them maybe 3 times this year. Always good to be out or at least covering a team from the Mentor area. 1-2 on the swing, but that did catch the catcher. Rossio kind of had a hit in an awkward spot, and he will try to walk it off. Once again, tomorrow, 8:45 a.m., assuming all of the schedules remain the same, which that might not be the case. We will have to check that after this game to double check. It appears to be the Erie Steelheads taking on Force Ohio Mancuso at 8:30. Then at 8:45, it is T3 Kimek taking on Team Ohio Pro Select. Those games taking place at Tri-C, and as well on top of that, we hope those games still actually play as scheduled. If not, I think in order to stay local, we bump on over to Baldwin Wallace for those games, assuming there is no rain on the forecast. The 1-2. Didn't get it. They say no. It's 2-2. Once again, everybody on the Cardinal squad began to walk off the field in unison. They thought it was in there, but the umpire says no. Now a 2-2 count on Araya Jassagam. Takes ball 3 in, and we are full. A massive, massive call behind the dish. This could have greater repercussions outside of this at-bat. The bullpen action for the Cardinals subsiding for now, as it appears their next guy is ready to go. Runner will be off on the delivery. Here's the payoff. Chopped foul. And we will see it again. Archbishop Hoban losing a lot of guys this year after a solid year. Somebody like Araya Jassagam can step up to maybe be a bullpen arm. Maybe not a top-tier starter quite yet, but we saw a guy like Andrew Karhoff reach all Ohio honors 3 years in a row. We could see a guy like that in Araya Jassagam if given that opportunity. Obviously, I don't know what's going through the Hoban coaching staff's mind. I don't know what they plan on doing next year. I don't know where he ranks in their pecking order, but from what I'm seeing today, he has at least the tools to be a standout player for Hoban. Runner goes, payoff pitch, swing and a miss, and the side is retired. Gilman able to get strikeout number 2, and the inning is over. A slight scare defensively for the Cardinals as they do let one fall in for a 2-out base knock or an error, but no other damage comes to pass. 5 complete here in Kent. It is the Mashfactory up 2-0 on the Mentor Cardinals. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. After 5 innings of work, Benjamin Araya Jassagam has been relieved of his duties on the mound. It is now the rising sophomore at Marlington High School, Logan Smith, on to throw here in the 6th inning. 2-0 your score on SmeeSports. For those just joining us, I am Nathan Smee on the call for you this evening. Swing and a miss to begin his outing. 0-1 the count. He will have to take down Rajic, Burt, and Newsom in the 10, 11, and 12 slots. Or excuse me, 10, 11, and top. 0-1, fouled off of the catcher's helmet, I believe. Now 0-2. But Benjamin Araya Jassagam, as of right now, is in line for the win with a shutout. Smith, so too. Left upstairs for ball 1. But Logan Smith, a guy who might benefit from some guys vacating the program. The 1-2. Ground ball hit to the right side, picked up at 2. Strain has it, throw to 1 is in time for out number 1. But looking at the landscape of Marlington baseball next year, you have some big guys graduating like Dylan Hetherington, the now, I believe, Finley commit. Outside of him, you have Sam Yoder going to Walsh, if I'm not mistaken. And then another big domino falling out of place, Parker Woods transferring to Alliance. One of the stories of the offseason so far, he will play football, basketball, and baseball for the Aviators. That is a big get all the way across the board for Coach Goodman, Coach Harper, and for Coach Graffis. The 2-0 upstairs. But a guy like Logan Smith could step in and get some meaningful reps for the Diamond Dukes next year. And we will hope to be covering them again in that season. Swing and a miss. Right now, the goal of Smith is to potentially get this 2-inning save. He is in line to earn it here. The question is, how far does he go? Fly ball hit lightly into the outfield. Under it is Gall, and he has it for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down to begin the outing on the mound for Smith. And that will bring us back to the top of the order with Chase Newsom. Over 2 in the game with a pop out to short and a fly out to center. First pitch doesn't get the inside corner. A very close call there, but it is given as ball 1. A very tight decision on the inside area of the plate. Count now 1-1. Good response by Smith, bringing that one in for a whiff. Smith sets and deals. Popped into shallow right center field in a Bermuda triangle, but the diving play from McCombs is enough to retire the side. Out of nowhere, it is Luke McCombs tracking that one down. In the words of a similar name, when it rains, it pours. Another great web gem defensively for the defense of the Mashfactory, and that secures a 1-2-3 inning. Middle of 6 at Schoonover Stadium. The Mashfactory, one more offensive opportunity to solidify the win when we return. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Bottom 6 here at Kent State University, one of the only sites to have all of their games played today across the 965 Midwest Challenge circuit in the Elite Midwest Classic. Pretty much all of the Cleveland sites have been canceled for the day, and those were canceled early on in the afternoon at around 1 p.m., maybe after a game or two. We will be up in Cleveland again tomorrow at Tri-C in Parma Heights. 2 games, 8:30 and 10:45 a.m. starts. Swing and a miss now, 0-2 the counts. It's McCombs, Morton, and Gall, the 10, 11, and 12 hitters for the Mashfactory to round things out in the bottom of the 6th. Or at least to get things going. Next inning for the Cardinals, their last chances reside with Petros, Moses, and Whitty. Down by 2, they can still make a comeback, but it would take a lot of things going their way to get it done. The 1-2 over the plate, now 2-2. Good idea by Gilman on the mound. Gilman did have his successor warmed up and ready to go, but in the end, it appears that he is going to finish this contest out. The pitch, swing and a miss, there's out number 1. Big punch out recorded by Gilman. That is his third. 1 up, 1 down to begin the bottom of the 6th. And that is the dream start right there. You get that early out. You set the tempo. Now time is called, and we will have the call to the bullpen. I would assume this is pretty much a pitch count only move, as we are going to see Luka Rajic, the now rising sophomore at Mentor High School, step in. As he warms up, we will step aside. But before we do, to stay up to date on all the games that we are covering, follow SmeeSports on Instagram and SmeeFist2024 on Twitter. As well, subscribe down below to the SmeeSports YouTube channel. Enable push notifications to be notified when we upload or go live. Our goal is to reach 4,000 subscribers by the end of this calendar year, or by the end of summer, ideally. So, if you are new, go down below and subscribe. It costs nothing and greatly helps out our efforts here at SmeeSports. The call to the bullpen once again has been made. Luka Rajic on to pitch when we return. Luka Rajic all warmed up and ready to go on the mound for the Mentor Cardinals. One down in the bottom of the 6th inning. His first pitch is popped up right side of the infield, and it will be caught for out number 2 at second base. A good solid start, seeing 2 up, 2 down. That'll now bring in Griffin Gall, the center fielder. Gall just finished up his freshman year at Uniontown Lake High School, now a rising sophomore. Like another one of those schools in the Federal League represented on this roster. You see Jackson, McKinley, Glen Oak, a lot of good Federal League roots in this Mashfactory squad. And really, across the board, Stark County very well represented. The 1-0. In there now, 1-1. In the top of the 7th inning, most likely it will be Logan Smith on to try and seal a 2-inning save. Upstairs, now 2-1. But this game, very different from the others. The other one's offensive oriented. The lowest scoring game we had was 7 runs combined, 6-1, and that was the last game. The highest scoring one was game number 2, 19 combined runs scored in that contest. Overall, that was a 10-9 thriller. Then game number 1, a total of 13 as the final score was 10-3. Here comes the 3-1 from Rajic. And it will miss upstairs for ball 4. Gall will reach. And for the 3rd time today, we get to see Brock Bourquin step in. Heading into this tournament, that was one of the guys that I had on my short list of guys who can make a big impact in this tournament and really put themselves even more on the map. Bourquin definitely on the map, but today definitely getting a couple of extra fans. Runner gets a big jump, and he is in easily. Almost slid off in the end, though. Gall able to stay on the bag, and that will put run number 3 in scoring position for Bourquin. Brock so far in this game, 1 for 2 with a ground out and a triple. On top of that, he had an excellent snag over at first to end an inning. And that was the momentum he needed to take into his offensive outing. The 1-0 on the outside corner now, 1-1. Good delivery on the mound by Rajic. The Mashfactory looking to put the finishing touches on this win. Good frame behind the dish, now 1-2. That pitch from this angle looking more outside, but framing is part of the game, and we got to see it again there. The 1-2, chopped foul by Bourquin. Good survival cut by the leadoff hitter. In the on-deck circle, it is Anthony Corsi, the catcher. This has definitely been an eye-opening day of baseball at Kent State. Some of the teams performing up to standard, other teams not so much. Some surprises, but overall, just a normal day at the office. The 1-2. Good drive into center field by Bourquin. Still going back, but it will be tracked down by Burt, and the side is retired. After the 2-out walk, Bourquin flies out, and that will end the 6th inning. One last chance for the Mentor Cardinals to tie the game or take the lead. 6 complete. It is the Mashfactory up 2-0 on the Cards on SmeeSports. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Top of the 7th inning at Schoonover Stadium on the campus of Kent State University. Last chance for the Cardiac Cards. They need 2 to keep the game going, 3 to take the lead heading into the final half inning. It is Logan Smith staying on. The sophomore now at Marlington looking to finish off his 2-inning save. Once again, it is going to be Araya Jassagam in line for the win for the Mashfactory if this game stays true to what it is now. But the Cardinals, an offense ready to do some damage. Can they get it done in the late stages of this game? Strike one taken on the corner. Once again, this is the lowest scoring game that we have seen today. 2-1 followed behind, now 2-2. Heading into tomorrow, both teams will have to make some adjustments. The Mashfactory looking to get the offense rolling a tad earlier. The Mentor Cardinals looking to get the offense on the board early on as well. Fly ball hit into right center field, and it is going to be tracked down for out number 1. Gall able to catch up to it, and Petros is denied his extra base hit. We will take a second look at that one. That appeared to be clearing everybody. It just kept carrying. But in the end, Gall able to track it down. That was the furthest thing from a gimme play. You see him over on the top right of your screen kind of finally bring that one in. And with that catch, a big sigh of relief for the Mashfactory. The 1-0. Chopped left side, picked up at third. The throw across the diamond is in time for out number 2. And the Mashfactory can sound the final countdown. They have been superb in this game, and so has Logan Smith. 5 up, 5 down. And now it is Connor Whitty, the first baseman, the last line of offense for the Cards to keep this game going. Smith's pitch. Gonna miss low for ball 1. With a win, the Mashfactory improved to 1-0 in this tournament. Look to get to 2-0 tomorrow. I believe they have 2 games, one of which is simply the resumption of a game played yesterday. And they would find themselves down 2-0 in the bottom of the 5th with themselves up to bat when that game resumes. And that contest is against the MAF Gators. 2 balls, 1 strike on Whitty. The pitch. On the corner for strike 2. And just like that, the Cardinals are down to their final strike. Logan Smith and company looking to seal the shutout. Fouled away. Good survival cut by Whitty as he is able to hang in for one more offering. The tying run in Greneau awaits in the on-deck circle for the Cardinals. The 2-2 once again. Off the plate for ball 3, and we are full. Truly a pressure situation for both parties. Smith versus Whitty. The battle of wills. The payoff. Chop left side. Foul ball. And we will see it again. Connor Whitty fighting with every last bit of effort he has left to offer in this contest. He is really giving it his all for the Cardinals right now. The payoff once again from Smith. Down low for ball 4. The Cardinals have life on the base path. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. Charlie Greneau, the third baseman, over 2 in the game. But all it takes is 1 to change that here. The Mashfactory defense just needs 1 more out, and they will walk away with the win. Fly ball popped up on the infield. This should do it. Under it at short is Van Dyne, and he has it. The Mashfactory will survive and get the win. 2-0 your final against the Mentor Cardinals. A tough way to go out for Mentor, but they fought valiantly in this game. They gave it their all from start to finish, and they will have a chance tomorrow to get redemption as the teams bid each other good luck and good game. We will step aside one final time, hear one final word from our sponsors, and be back on to announce our player of the game presented by CrossFit Strongsville. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. What a great defensive battle to wrap up our coverage here at Kent State this afternoon. 2-0 or final. The Mashfactory gets the job done, taking down the Mentor Cardinals. Your player of the game presented by CrossFit Strongsville. It could go to one of two guys, Ben Araya Jassagam or to Brock Bourquin. We'll give it to both Bourquin and Araya Jassagam, co-players of the game, presented by CrossFit Strongsville. Bourquin had a big snag back in the fourth inning to retire the side. If that ball went away from him, then the opening run does score for the Cardinals. But in the end, they would get shut out. And a big reason why, Araya Jassagam, 3 strikeouts, 5 innings of shutout baseball. He was tremendous. Back to Bourquin. He had a big triple, which ended up bringing him home in the end. So he was the opening run of the game. The point of difference for the Mashfactory as they begin this tournament 1-0 officially. Still another game to wrap up tomorrow as they have about 40 minutes left to go in that contest against the MAF Gators. To stay up to date on all the games that we are covering, follow SmeeSports on Instagram and SmeeFist2024 on Twitter. As well, subscribe down below to the SmeeSports YouTube channel and enable push notifications to be notified when we upload or go live. Our goal is to reach 4,000 subscribers by the end of this calendar year. Hopefully by the end of the summer instead. So if you are new, go down below and subscribe. It costs nothing and greatly helps out our efforts here at SmeeSports as we are bringing you the best of the Cleveland and Stark County areas athletically. As well, if you or someone you know is a business owner looking to sponsor broadcasts in the Cleveland or Stark County area, contact me at one of those avenues on your screen, and I would love to work out a deal with you to promote the best of your business and your brand. Thank you to the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center and CrossFit Strongsville for sponsoring today's broadcast. The Chiropractic Center being our player of the game sponsors for the number 1 and number 3 today. Number 2 and 4, CrossFit Strongsville. Thank you to them for being our all-time sponsors throughout our summer ball coverage. As well, thank you to the 965 Midwest Challenge for partnering with us to present these broadcasts here as a part of their circuit of tournaments. Tomorrow, we will be over at Tri-C's Ron Model Field bright and early, 8:30 a.m. It is going to be Force Mancuso taking on the Erie Steelheads from Pennsylvania. Then at 10:45, we have T3 Kimmick taking on Team Ohio Pro Select. You can catch those games live on the SmeeSports YouTube channel. As well, if you turn on notifications, you will not miss when we go live for those games. One final thing, if you want to help us out in a monetary fashion but do not want to sponsor broadcasts or you do not have the means to sponsor a broadcast, you can go to our website at SmeeSports.com, go to the donation tab, and leave us a monetary donation or tip over there. But that'll do it from Schoonover Stadium on the campus of Kent State University. It is the Mashfactory getting the job done in game number 4, 2-0, your final over the Mentor Cardinals. I am Nathan Smee saying so long from Kent, Ohio, and we will see you tomorrow at Ron Model Field. This has been the 2025 Kent State Invite number 2 on SmeeSports in partnership with the 965 Midwest Challenge. Thank you for tuning in, and we will see you next time.